Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Zuna here, and this is actually going to be the first video I'm making for like Fortnite, like my first actual video, not just like a montage. So yeah, this video is going to be covering actually like the best competitive settings for like competitive Fortnite. If you're trying to like find those settings, this is the video for you. Yeah, before we get started, just make sure to leave a like, thumbs up, subscribe for future like tutorial videos. Make sure they're like helpful and stuff. So yeah, let's just get into it. So we're first going to be going over the like the actual gameplay settings. Okay, so window mode, I highly suggest full screen, especially if you're on a lower end PC. Like you're gonna want the best performance you can get out of that low end PC. On the other hand, if you have like a mid-range to high-end PC, it honestly doesn't matter. But you need to remember that if you're playing on stretch res like I am, I'm playing on 1444 by 1080. If you're playing on stretch res, it needs to be on full screen. So yeah, stuff like yeah, like lower end graphics cards like integrated graphics or like MX 150s, 940 MXs, like those cards that are in like those like sort of like low end gaming laptops. Or like desktop cards like GT 1030s, RX 560s. Anything lower than that would be considered like low end. But everything above that's like GTX 1050, because like stuff like a 1050 can already get you solid performance. So yeah, I highly suggest keeping that full screen. Display resolution doesn't really matter. Frame limit, I've set that as my like monitor refresh rate, which is 144. Yeah. So and then the next thing we're gonna be talking about is 3D resolution. 3D resolution is what really makes your game like look nice. Okay, so like this honestly depends. Like it's 3D resolution determines if you want it to make it look nice or like look like 5 pixels. This entirely depends on your graphics cards and how much it can really like handle. So for instance, if you have anything from a 1050 and above, I highly suggest to put it close to max, if not at max. But if you have stuff like integrated graphics, lower end stuff, you can like integrated graphics, you'll have to put at the lowest resolution, 33.3%, because honestly you're not gonna get much performance out of that. So yeah, next thing we're gonna be going over is view distance. There's a huge misconception that people think that view distance inhibits your ability, like it prevents you from seeing enemies far away, but this isn't actually true. There's no competitive benefit to having your view distance at epic compared to at low, because like if I put this to epic view distance, all this really does is allows me to see trees farther away. That's all, nothing else. You can still see targets at the same distance, so yeah, that's why I keep it at near, because like it honestly doesn't matter at all. Okay, yeah, and then now onto shadows. Yeah, like this is probably like a given. Keep it at off. Like if you want like a cinematic experience, you keep some of these like higher and stuff, but I'm like if you already clicked on this video, I'm pretty sure you're not trying to get like a cinematic experience. So yeah, onto anti-aliasing. It's just another one of those things that doesn't really affect your gameplay. Basically what anti-aliasing does is just it lets computers, like it makes jagged edges into smooth edges, but this doesn't really help your gameplay at all. It gives you a more realistic appearance of the game, but you're not you shouldn't be trying to have like the most realistic experience. Yeah, it's also super strenuous on your graphics card, so you're basically sacrificing frames for a more realistic appearance. I'm pretty sure no one wants. Yeah, and on to textures. Textures is like the same story. It makes stuff look nice, but it doesn't strain your graphics card as hard. If you want to keep it like medium or something, it's fine. I just don't suggest going to like higher epic. Now onto effects. Effects is literally stuff like water, like how the water looks, how the clouds look, and some lighting stuff. It just makes the game look nicer. It doesn't help you perform in any way, so keep it at low. Post processing, low. It literally just helps you like 3D render stuff, but you're not trying to play for the cinematic experience again. And now for VSync, you should keep this off. Otherwise, you're gonna hurt your frames a lot. Because unless you're having a horrible screen tearing, which is basically like, yeah, it's just like where the lines just don't match up on your screen, so it just looks horrible. But most, like 99% of people don't experience these problems. This usually when you go, like your frame is not I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like your frames are not as good as like your actual refresh rate, so it's like this weird, it's like really, basically it just looks really bad. Okay, that's all I can say. Now motion blur actually hurts your frames like crazy. Like you wouldn't even believe it. It makes a more cinematic experience. It looks really cool, but it's not gonna help you play help you in game at all. Now show FPS is all up to you. I put it on because I want to see my frames. Okay, so now we're gonna be going over settings. Okay, so like matchmaking region, that stuff is like given. Now for your sensitivity, you honestly, what I highly suggest is low sensitivity. Okay, so yeah, man, you need to, like, if you have a gaming mouse, you need to also check your DPI because those stuff go hand in hand. Honestly, my suggestion is if you're like new, if you're relatively new to the game and you're trying to get to like a competitive level, I highly suggest just copying a pro player's mouse sensitivity, and then if you just like want to make some tweaks here and there, you can do that. That goes the same for keybinds as well. You should, if you have no clue what keybinds to use, just copy a pro players and then just change it how you want, like what you're comfortable with after. So yeah, and then you need to make sure you like stick with it for a long time. Yeah, it's the same with like scope sensitivity and targeting sensitivity. I'm just comfortable with this. This might seem weird. Yeah. Okay, now on to brightness. I put out 0.55. It's just a tiny bit brighter. Shouldn't be going over anywhere below 0.5. Otherwise, you're weird. Even players like Tifu even use like 0.75, which is honestly like crazy. But like, I can understand why it's so high. That way you can just see brighter. Yeah, so now onto the keybind. As I said before, you want to be copying pro. Like if you're relatively new to the game, you might as well should just copy pro players' keybinds and then just base it off that. Make some tweaks here and there. And also, a lot of people think that if they have a mouse like the G502, which has a ton of programmable buttons, people feel like they're pressured to like use those programmable buttons, but you don't need to, okay? Because like I have a G502. Actually no, I just ordered an Air 58, but yeah. But still, like right now, for now, I'm using my G502, and you don't need, just because your mouse has programmable buttons doesn't mean you have to use them. Like I've used keyboard binds for building for like since I started playing, so yeah, that's why I tried switching, but I couldn't switch. So yeah, and also like making some tweaks here and there can help you. Like it just depends, just experiment. Like I changed my edit key from G to F, and it actually helped me so much. Like it just made my edits way faster, and I didn't even understand why, honestly. So yeah. So yeah, here are my binds. If you guys want to see any of them, crouch is C. Sprint, I don't like auto sprint because I've played a couple FPS games before, and I'm so used to using shift. So yeah, and instead of like my use key used to be F. If I changed it to R and then changed my reload key to T, because I didn't want to use E for use, because E is one of my building keys. It's my RAM. So it's right here, like wall, tab, floor, Q, stairs, E, roof V, and trap X. So yeah, you want to just look at these. Yeah. This stuff doesn't really matter. Okay, so yeah. That's honestly basically it. The most important things is just this. Everything at low is honestly like the best way to go, especially for performance and just like gameplay wise and like competitive gameplay wise. Oh yeah, and also like if you guys want to know how to use stretch resolution, I'll leave a link in the description. There's a page, there's a GitHub page where this guy basically made a program which is like it works hand in hand with Fortnite, and you can specifically like specify what resolution you want and it'll automatically apply to. But before you do that, you need to make sure, like before you exit your game, you need to make sure you're on full screen, otherwise it's not gonna work. Because if I change it to like windowed full screen right now, then it immediately changes your stretch res back. So yeah, you have to keep it on full screen. So yeah, that's it for today's video. So that's basically everything you need to know about like competitive settings and stuff. So yeah, keep everything on low. 3D resolution based on your graphics card, sensitivity and keybinds copied from pro players, and just tweak from there. That's the best way to go, instead of just like spending so much time just like finding the way, like what you want to, like what specific keybinds you want and stuff. That'll take way too much time. So yeah, next video is probably going to be like building or editing, and I'll give it to like a quick tutorial on that. And yeah, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you liked the video.